Hello. In this video, I am announcing a new religion. In this new religion, of course, I am the founder. I am the Messiah, the Isa, the Jesus Christ, the prophet, and I'm here to provide guidance for humanity. And this guidance is needed from time to time, and right now is time because the world has confused and corrupted itself, and my task is to show the path. I am the way, the light, the truth. So just some quick points about the new religion. So there is no God as in a humanoid being who sits somewhere and controls the universe. Humans are very limited things, a part of the universe. They don't control it. We could say that God is some very powerful being or the universe itself, but those are very highly theological issues, and in my religion it's perfectly good and acceptable to debate those viewpoints. What I do preach is that existence is more than this human life, and while my new religion is not meant to be a subset of Christianity, it's a superset. It includes Christianity, other religions are involved, atheists, scientists, they're all involved. But I teach that atheists, scientists, they have an error in their understanding, which is they think that the universe is somehow less than our consciousness, and I preach that no, it's a lot more than our consciousness. So I preach that we do have a soul, but it is not inside our body. We live inside our souls. Our lives give shape to the soul, and it's a good idea to give your soul a beautiful shape instead of a horrible shape. And I'm here to guide in that too. And what happens when we are no more, when we are dead? We merge into the universe. In old religion terms, we become one with God. But there is a reconciliation, which is discussed in depth in some of my works. But basically, in the language that old religions use, there are two ways to get to God. Well, two extremes. You get to God through heaven, or you get to God through hell. And people like me come to this earth to reduce the size of hell. We would prefer if we made a good life here, and we would prefer if more people joined God through heaven instead of through hell. So that's just a preference that people like me have. We want you all to have a good life and a good death. So that's where we're coming from. Okay, now down to earth. Okay, so on this earth, I am also here to provide guidance, in these times, which it may not seem like, but they're actually very confused and troubled times, and they need this guidance. So the guidance is all science-based. Science is very good thing that we have, humans have, and have had for thousands of years, and you should see my other videos about it, where I explain some of my scientific thoughts and works, and there is also other literature. In particular, I'm going to focus about my use of science to analyze religions of the past. So the new religion at this point has 2 books as its canon, and there is more which I can use help in collating and putting together in a canonized form. But this is the fundamental here. God versus the Universe by Mukesh, Abby, Sean, and Trisha. God versus the Universe, Essays on Religions, Spirituality, and More. Mukesh, Abby, Sean, and Trisha. So this is the fundamental book. It wraps up all religions, not all of them, but the major ones. And in particular, I'm going to talk about Christianity. So if you compare my theory of Christianity from this book to the theory of Christianity in my Christianity video, you'll see there are slight differences. So in science, we have data, we form hypotheses, and we try to validate the data. For religion, we have lots of data, but validating hypotheses is difficult because no new data is coming. So like I said, the best I could do was look to validate it against data that I did not know at the time the hypothesis was formed. And I was very fortunate in that some data came out to validate my hypothesis. So if you see the hypothesis in this book, I do not focus on Lazarus at all, and I had not paid it much attention. I did not realize it was of great significance. So I formed the hypothesis, and then in the course of time I came upon new data involving Lazarus. Started from a TV show, and then I followed that up. And that actually, I was very pleased to know it supported my hypothesis and made things even more clear. So this is an unusual situation, not very common I expect, where new data proved to me that my hypothesis was correct. So anyway, so there is my theory of Christianity there in this book. And this is an important book for the religion. All people in the religion should read this book. And the second book of the religion is this one, A New Science, From Light to Eternity, by Mukesh Prasad. A New Science, From Light to Eternity, Mukesh Prasad. This book is for people who are comfortable with science and in particular physics. So in this book, I do for science what I did for religions in the first book. Science, while it's not obvious to many people, has fallen the same way that religions have fallen. Now, you must understand, Christianity was not originally a dogmatic, superstitious thing. No religions were. They were evolutions, just like science. But all of these things, people turn them into authoritarianism, superstition, dogma, infallibility. So all these things are bad. And I'm here to cure all that. So I said I'm the Messiah, the Isa, the Jesus Christ. I am not infallible. Okay? So that's one of the important parts of the religion. And hopefully people will not turn this religion, at least I hope for a long time, into something authoritarian. We encourage questioning. Okay, so anyway, so in this book, science is a very important thing here, and I provide new directions for science. And I also touch upon the science of eternal life. So those are the two important things. Okay, and now I'm going to request all the viewers that they should not divulge what happens in this video, for it will affect the impact on others. Like they say, no, don't give out spoilers, please. So please don't tell others about what happens in this video if they have not already seen it. If If they haven't seen it, then you can discuss it. And by all means, please share the video with honest, decent, open-minded, good people. Okay, so Christianity has this symbol, the cross. It's a very old symbol, and it reminds us of the life of Isa and his crucifixion. Of course, he's not in a position there that he can bless you. And also this symbol has come to symbolize the corruption. So my task at this point is to declare this symbol obsolete now. You may not follow this symbol anymore. Okay. Be blessed.